Hey, what's up, fam? Fam, got a question for you. Have you ever looked at your partner and thought, wow, this isn't who I imagined I'd end up with? I mean, they check the boxes, and you're looking at them, maybe you're frustrated. And if you're honest, a little disappointed. But here's the twist. The partner you're frustrated with today might actually be the person that you will thank God for years from now. And the real question isn't, are they perfect right now? The real question is there healthy potential for growth? I want you to stick with me, because by the end of this podcast, this episode, I hope that you will spot the difference between a dead-end relationship and one that just needs patience, vision, and a soulful conversation. When my wife and I married, if I'm real, I was not the man she deserved, in my opinion, and probably hers too. I was stuck in my ways, defensive, emotionally distant, and there were moments when I am probably sure she was wondering, is this really going to work? But what neither of us realized back then was that those rough edges weren't the end of our story. They were actually the starting point. And I'll tell you this, if we had judged each other only by who we were in those early years, we would have missed out on everything we've become after 30 years together. And that's what I want to give to you today. The ability to see beyond what you see right now. And here's something that most couples don't realize. Disappointment doesn't mean incompatibility. Sometimes it's just there's unrealized potential. Think about this. None of us come into relationships fully formed. We're all becoming. And the truth is, the person you're with right now might just be in the middle of that becoming. So instead of asking, are they everything I need right now? Try asking, do they have the potential to grow with me? And that's the pivot that changes everything. So let's talk about what that looks like, what to look for. Here's where most people get it wrong. They chase perfection instead of potential. And so I want to give 5 signs your partner might not be perfect, but they are worth investing in. Number one, willingness to grow. They might not get it right, but they don't shut down in conversations, and they try. Number 2, shared values. You might clash on habits, but you agree on the deep things like family, faith, integrity, and goals. And number 3, respect in conflict. How do they treat you when they're upset? Because family respect is the window into the future. And self-reflection, even if it takes time. Can they admit when they're wrong? And consistency in small things. It's the everyday actions, not the big promises, that reveals growth. Now, if you don't see any of these signs, that's a red flag. But if you see a few, just a few, that's potential. Now, I know that some of you may be thinking, Frank, I've tried this. I've waited. I've had conversations. How long am I supposed to wait? And isn't this just me wasting my time? And you have a right to ask that question. But here's the truth. Waiting on someone who has no desire to grow is different from being patient with someone who is trying but still learning. The difference is effort. And if they consistently shut down, that's a red flag. If they refuse accountability, that's not potential. That's resistance. But if you even see small steps, small shifts, small attempts to growth in motion, so don't confuse wasted years with invested seasons. One drains you and the other shapes you both into something better. But let's shift from observation to action. And I want to give you 3 questions that I believe can transform the way you and your partner see each other. Question 1 is, what areas of our relationship you'd like us to grow in together? Question 2 is, what do you hope for? What do you hope our relationship looks like in 5 to 7 years? Question 3, what do you need from me when you feel discouraged? Now notice, none of these questions attack. They invite. They don't accuse. They create vision. And when couples create visions together, disappointment turns into direction. And that makes it real. And here's how you work with potential instead of fighting it. You don't criticize. You don't only highlight mistakes. You encourage progress. You celebrate small wins. Growth rarely looks like a big moment. Again, I'll say it. It looks like small steps done consistently. You want to be patient with the process. Real transformation takes time, sometimes years. Ask me how I know. And then you want to work on yourself. Your growth sets the standard and inspires theirs. And you want to find examples worth following. Surround yourself with couples who model growth. It gives you an example, a template. It proves what's possible. And I want to ask you something. You right here, you. Are you noticing where you might need to grow too? Because this isn't just about them. It's about you. So let me leave you with this. Your partner may not be perfect right now, but don't measure them only by this chapter of their story, because love is less than finding the perfect person, and it's more about building the right future together. And instead of asking, are they right right now? Ask, is there potential here for us to grow into something beautiful? And if the question is even a cautionary yes, what feels like frustration today could turn into a reason you're grateful for tomorrow. Family, if this resonates with you, please share this with someone who might be ready to give up on a relationship, but just need a little tweak in their perspective. And don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and join me next week to explore more ways that we can better connect and move past perfection. Let's do this one soulful conversation at a time. I'll see you in the next video.